Hi scholars, this is Mrs. McIlvain from Archway Glendale. I am so glad that you were able to join me today. Today, I'm going to do a lesson on the drawing tree. Maybe you've never heard of it, or maybe you're very familiar with it. What we're going to need for the supplies, you're going to need a piece of paper. You can do just plain white paper, or if you have cardstock that's a little bit thicker, that would be perfect. Some scissors, coloring materials, markers, crayons, any colors, or coloring pencils, whatever you prefer. You're going to need some string or some yarn. We're going to need about 3 feet of that. So you're probably going to want your mom or dad to help you when you're starting to get this project together. We're going to need some tape, and then you're going to need a tree or a bush, preferably in your backyard, or you may have one in your front yard. Whichever one you choose is fine. Just make sure your mom or dad has said it's okay to use that one. And then you're also going to need a basket, and I'll explain a little bit later about this. What is one of your favorite things about celebrating the holidays? So the holidays that I like to celebrate, some of them are Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and Valentine's Day. Think about all the different decorations you can do for those. But the question is, why do people decorate their home? And specifically for the holidays. What other reasons do we decorate our homes? Most likely, we all have pictures in our home hanging up of family or artwork. You can look around your home and see what you have hanging up. And it's important in our homes to have spaces that reflect our personalities, traditions in the family, or things that we just think are beautiful in pictures or portraits, paintings, anything like that. The favorite picture that I have in my home is actually a custom drawing by a young lady in college that is amazing at drawing individuals. And we enlisted her to draw a picture of my daughter, Gracie, when she was just about 5 years old. And right now, if you look, you can see it captures her eyes so beautifully. And the frame that we had it put in just adds to the entire picture. And I absolutely love that picture of Gracie. So that's one of my favorite things in my home. Sometimes we decorate our homes by bringing nature inside. Have you ever picked flowers and brought in a bouquet of flowers from your backyard? Or maybe your grandma or grandpa's, or even just gone to the store and bought a bouquet of flowers and brought those in and put them in a vase. We also can arrange seashells and pine cones in a glass dish and put them on a table, and they look amazing. So there are many ways we bring nature into our homes and use it when we decorate and celebrate. But what about things from our home are taken out to nature and we decorate? Have you ever thought of that? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to decorate a drawing tree. I'm really excited about this, and I hope you are. So what we're going to do is let me show you, after you've gathered all your items, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So you're going to take your piece of paper, fold it in half, and then we're going to cut it straight up on that line it made. And then you're going to take those 2 pieces and fold them again. And then we're going to cut on those lines that it just created. You should now have 4 even rectangles. So what we're going to do with those is set them aside for a minute, and you're going to decorate each one of them. So here are some that I've done. These are 4 different pictures that I've created. And you might ask, well, how do I know what I'm going to draw? I'm going to give you an example of some ideas. So one of them is something that makes me laugh. You know what makes me laugh? The movies. I love seeing a funny movie. And then there's also something that makes me feel love. When I see hearts, I think of love. And then something that I see that is beautiful. I think flowers are absolutely beautiful. So I drew some flowers. And then a final category I thought of is, what is something I'm good at? And I really enjoy cooking for my family. And so here I have a skillet, there's some eggs, I drew a little loaf of bread and a spoon and fork to cook with. So these are the items that I drew. You can draw any of those. And again, the categories are something that makes you laugh, something that makes you feel love, something that you're good at, and then something you find beautiful. Those are some ideas. You can draw anything you want for your drawing tree. You saw here the images of my 4 pictures. Now, if you look at your screen, you'll see a young girl who has put her drawings on her drawing tree, and it has multiple layers. You can even do that. So decide the tree or the bush outside you're going to decorate. You're going to take your string and wrap it around multiple times and then tape it at the end, and you'll attach your items to the tree with the tight wrapped around string or yarn that you've used. Now, if you're doing a bush or hanging it from a branch, you're going to want to create a hole in your card. And by creating that hole, you can then attach the string to it, and you're going to hang it from the branch. This is the beginning of the decorating and how you put it together. And if you look closely now, you can see how I've attached my drawings to my orange tree outside that doesn't have a big trunk. So that's why I attached it by hanging it from the branches. Now, there's other ways besides just doing a drawing tree. You can make artwork in your bedroom by hanging above your bed a string and attaching drawings to it. You can also do that maybe where your family gathers for a meal and draw some fun pictures for that and attach it to a string, maybe with paper clips. There's some ideas there. Now, to encourage family to add more to your drawing tree, you can create just get a little basket or some type of bin that you have around the house that your mom says you can use. Put in some of your markers or pencils, colored pencils or crayons, and then have a bunch of the little pieces of paper that they can just pick one up and they can draw theirs and leave it there, and you can go out and attach them later. And so that's a great idea. Now, right now, I would like to share a poem with you. I think this is a beautiful poem. The poem is called Trees by Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the sweet earth's flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. Scholars, I'm so glad that you joined me today. I've enjoyed this time together with you, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Remember, stay busy, stay kind, and most of all, stay creative. Have a great day.